Now, this ABBA show, as you all know, ABBA have not performed together for 40 something years now. But they put together a show. It's called ABBA Voyage. It's basically, and this is going to sound, you can see it on the screen now. It's going to sound weird. It's a hologram show. And I'm going to say this without one bit of irony. It is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. When ABBA came out and were doing their show, I immediately started bawling my eyes out. And I proceeded with alternating songs to weep uncontrollably because they were in front of us and doing the show. It was truly and utterly the greatest. This ABBA show is enough to justify a trip to London. They're on stage. It's the four of them. My human brain has conditioned itself to understand one concept. I would never see ABBA live in any form, let alone the ABBA when they were in the 70s. I had digested that as a truth of life. When I started seeing this show, my brain was told a different reality. Unbelievable. This show, because it's all the hits. Every freaking hit. You tell me you see them and this hologram stuff looks amazing. Amazing. Hologram stuff looks amazing. All of a sudden, they're in front of you and it goes bang ding 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 ding. Oh no, they started with they do SOS. There you go. Lose it. Mamma Mia, lose it. Hole in your soul, lose it. It was the greatest. ABBA are, I'm going to say this, the smartest band in all of history, bar none. ABBA is smarter than the Beatles. They're smarter than everybody. How? They figured out a way to make mountains of money by not leaving their house. Twice they figured it out. Mamma Mia, they don't show up. Mamma Mia plays in every country on earth. ABBA gets piles of money for that. 20 years they've been doing that show. They don't lift a finger after that thing got written. Mamma Mia. Bring them back the money truck up. Then they figured a second version out with this Voyage. The greatest, I tell you. I would see this show in a second. I would see the show. I've said this. We're lucky we didn't see it earlier in a trip because I would have kept going back every night. I would have called an audible on the trip and been like, we're going to see the ABBA show over and over again. The other thing, there ain't no such thing as a bad night with the ABBA hologram show. Unbelievable. Greatest. Winner takes it all, Dancing Queen. And the whole thing is, they're doing the show in an arena that they can pick up and move somewhere. The arena itself is a green arena that they will disassemble and move to a different spot on the globe. I don't know where. Rumor is Waco, Texas is the next spot for the ABBA show. London, Waco. I don't know where else. Where would they go after that? Iowa City. What if they just started bringing the ABBA thing to tertiary markets? Billings, Montana. They're moving an entire arena. And when I went to the ABBA thing, great question. I see in the chat, I believe that's Sherry in the chat. The merch at the beginning, they had a merch thing with some cool merch. Looked all good. They were like quality stuff and smart stuff, not like hokey stuff. Just people floating around checking the merch out before the show. After this show, you'd think they were giving out COVID vaccines at the thing based on the press of people battling for the privilege to buy ABBA merchant. Everybody's brain was blown up by this ABBA show, and they wanted something to remember it by.